All healthy women say the same thing. All the problems of the world are due to men. But why doesn't it happen? 7,000 years ago, men chose to worship money and power over. This is why no political system works. No political system. Because the value system is money and power over. This is our God. The God of the West, the God of the East. Well, for 7,000 years. Long time. So, this behavior is unusual in a man. Maybe that's why you interview me. But it's just normal woman. Everywhere. I had a great mother. My mother made my brother and I, and we both worked together all of our lives. We still work together. He's 65, I'm 64. We work for love because of our mother. Our mother showed us the miracle of being nice, of being kind, of being generous as a way of life. This did not make me political until I grew up and realized that her world was not the world. My father was a military man, professional. He died as a soldier. I became a war orphan at the age of 16, and we moved back to the United States, to the South in 1961, which was in the great battle for civil rights for our black people who had no rights. And so I was beaten up every day my last 2 years in high school. And then I wanted to kill myself. I didn't want to live in a world of violence and injustice. So 3 times in 1 year, I was hospitalized for this desire to die. And then, who knows, lightning hits me and says, "Stupid, you don't kill yourself, you make revolution." So at the age of 18, I began a revolution for loving, and it was easy to do because my mother gave me self-esteem. You understand self-esteem? She made me know, if I decide something, I can do it. The idea, why clown in a hospital? Because hospitals are horrible places. No one likes being in a hospital. Hierarchy where the doctor can be rude and arrogant and treat the nurse badly and everybody else badly. A hospital is serious, technological. No medical school in the world teaches compassion. And when I was a medical student, I see. But long before I go to medical school, I see a world that is serious. At 18, when I decided to make this love revolution, I started to clown everywhere. Not think hospital or nursing home, because the adult world was serious. The adult world was oppressed by this global idea that money and power over are God. I actually don't have any pain for me. I have pain for humanity. Today, 30,000 children will die of starvation. And tomorrow, and this is not interesting, football is interesting. Hair is interesting. Shoes are interesting. But hungry children, not interesting. 20 to 50 million men a day, each day, have sex with a child. This is not interesting. Dirty air, dirty water, destroyed environment. This is not interesting. And I do not focus on the pain of this. To go, oh God, this is terrible. I want to say, how can it change? How can it change? I live in paradise with my friends, doing work for love. I live in a planet that for me is paradise. But I am aware that if we don't change to a loving world, there is no hope for human survival. I'm 64, so I'm on the dessert phase of life, where for the rest of my life it's like dessert, ice cream, nice tart. But for your children, your grandchildren, your great-grandchildren, I see no life unless we change. And it mostly doesn't sit as pain, because that takes your energy. It is stimulus. Feel the pain, it's horrible. Don't hold the pain. Go, it is painful, let's get to work.